Hi, wanted to talk about the Ms. Marvel oversized hardcover comic from Marvel. Ms. Marvel, or Kamala Khan, is a relatively new comic book character from Marvel. She is based in New Jersey and she is an Inhuman with powers to embiggen herself and also heal and shapeshift. Well, shapeshift when the writer deems it necessary, let's say, because there's a few sort of loopholes in that power. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about the oversized hardcover, or deluxe edition depending on how you refer to it, is because there was a very weak offering in respect of a Ms. Marvel omnibus that came out not so long ago. Essentially, it collects the first two oversized hardcovers together with no additional material that I'm aware of, beyond that is already contained within these oversized hardcovers. Now, these books are significantly cheaper to buy in the oversized hardcover format than the omnibus, and so I elected to buy the oversized hardcovers to collect the Ms. Marvel series. Had they put maybe 3 oversized hardcovers worth of material, or in essence 6 trades worth of material in the omnibus, then I'd be more inclined to buy the omnibus. But essentially the shelf space taken up by these books is the same. But I saved myself some shekels by buying more smartly, I would say, in this instance. Because I still get them in the same size and I get all the same material. And also these are a darn sight easier to read as well. Now, that's said and done. Whether you buy the omnibus for £40+ is up to you. But look, let's talk about the first one of these oversized hardcovers that collects the first 2 trades. You get a lovely dust jacket with a nice Ms. Marvel cover and picture on the front, and then when you get to the actual hardcover itself, it's got this nice sketchbook style cover that I actually really like. I don't know why, I just find it visually appealing. You've got a pink inlay, and then you've got sort of no real contents page or anything, it's straight into the story, which is written by G. Willow Wilson and illustrated by Adrian Alfona and Jacob Wyatt. Now, it's beautifully drawn. That's the first thing to say. It really is a visually pleasing book. People look like real people, whether it's body shape, facial expressions, it looks correct, let's say. The story itself, you get Ms. Marvel's origins. She's a young girl in New Jersey. She's struggling to be a teenager because there's tensions between her family and religious life and school life, and obviously just wanting to be a teenager and liking boys, etc. And you get what feels like a very good overview of that. I'm trying to tread lightly because I don't know lots about her religion, so I don't want to sort of say something that's totally incorrect just because I've assumed something. But I was left with the impression that some research had been done into this, and you know, it was pretty accurate. And I'm not aware of there being a lot of flack level of this book, if at all. She goes out to a party one night and gets caught in a Terrigen mist cloud and turned into an Inhuman with powers to embiggen herself, where she can either shrink down, grow, stretch herself. So she's sort of like Ant-Man crossed with Mr. Fantastic. And she also has a healing factor, and she can shapeshift, but only when certain parameters allow. And that's explained in the book relatively well, but it does feel like a bit of a squishy power, so that writers can use it as and when they want. She goes on adventures trying to save her neighbourhood. You get an explanation as to how her costume comes about and how it works, which I like, just enough sort of pseudo-science to explain it. She meets Medusa from the Inhumans and gets given Lockjaw as a sort of aid. She also has a good team up with Wolverine. And she also gets her own sort of nemesis supervillain that she has to fight against. And it is a massively satisfactory story. I really enjoyed reading it. I didn't think I would necessarily like this story, but it's engrossing, it's well written, and it goes to show that you don't need to have sort of characters who are like yourself to be able to relate to them and enjoy their stories. What you need is good writing, basically. And that is what this has got in abundance. But it's jokey, it's fun, it's dramatic. And when I talk about the following hardcovers that I've got, you'll see that they develop the characters along that way as well. You get a few extras in the back of this. As I say, they would all be contained within the omnibus, as far as I'm aware, from what I've had a look at in the bookshops. You get some variant covers that are nice, and just some character designs / sketches, and some black and white panels. No, nothing too sort of world changing, but again, nice to have a little flick through at the end. I would highly recommend this to anyone who has a young reader that wants to get into books, or like a teenager that wants to read these, particularly a teenage girl. But look, I'm a man, and I thoroughly enjoyed this as well. So if you just want a diversion from the normal sort of heavier superhero stories, then certainly give this a try. And it's not too Inhuman heavy either, so you don't need to worry that you're getting mixed up with Inhuman crap. They really are off to the side quite a bit. But look, let me know what you think, and please feel free to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.